What is going on, family? I am very stoked to get into another song from the Pretty Wild today. Again, we're going to be getting into a request from our good friend Audiva, and partially because of our good friend Trill Shorts over there. And if you have not checked out Mr. Trill Shorts, you need to make sure that you do. He is a good friend of the Foxtrot family. He's a great reactor. He gets into all kinds of different stuff over there on his channel, and you should definitely check him out. I'll make sure I leave all this stuff in the top of this for him. I know he's a little bit of a bigger fan of the Pretty Wild than I am. He is a little bit more familiar, I think, with the band than I am. So I'm trying to catch up. So shout out to him, and also shout out to Audiva for getting us onto the Pretty Wild. So let's go ahead and check out their song, OnlyFans.
I should get an OnlyFans, shut my mouth and follow commands, be mindless and spineless and wear less and worship them like I'm never good enough unless I satisfy their lust. But you won't see me giving up, don't want money from pleasing a man. Hey girl, you
Oh boy, she got straight to the point, right off the way. Like, basically people are telling her, like, shut up and just go make an OnlyFans. Like, you do better at that. Like, oh boy. We talk a lot about it on the channel about how I feel like we're in a day and an age and a time frame where we're trying to, like, set women backwards a lot, where we're trying to, like, instead of going forward and treating them with more equality and respect as our partners on this planet, we don't really do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she's right off the bat, she was like, they just tell me I should make an OnlyFans and I should worship them. Oh boy. Yeah, this one we're probably gonna talking today.
money from pleasing a man. Hey girl, your only value is your pretty face and your body. Oh, quit taunting and put it all on display. Yeah, you demoralize and objectify, but it won't make me change. And if I became your victim, I'd still be blamed for the rip. You try to pull on my strings, you're playing with me, you're dancing with death. You try to pull on my strings like you control me. I know what you think. I'm a toy, I'm an object. I don't deserve any respect. It's my fault, I guess I asked for it. In my place again, I'm under you even in bed. Pay me less cause I'm worthless. I'm no deeper than my flesh. And since your hearing's elected, shh, are you listening? You can choke on your fetish.
I think that's kind of hard, man, that they're just basically quoting the idea of, like, that women are just fetishes to dudes. Just the idea of women is a fetish, which is kind of fucking telling, guys. We talk about this a lot on the channel. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, why do all the ladies feel this way? You know what I mean? Is it because they're, you know, most of the guys are out there that are nice? Or is it most of the guys are out there kind of assholes? You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like they're telling us everything. They're being straight into the point. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of us just choose to not listen. They even had the whole conversation in there around the word about the assault, about sexual assault, and how quickly we will turn it around to be like, well, they were asking for it, or they were sending me the wrong signals, and then, oh, well, all of a sudden they were uncomfortable and told me to stop, and I didn't know how to. You know what I mean? Like, it's so quickly how we will flip the narrative always to basically blame the women. You know what I mean? And like she said, like, you know, you're even on top of me when we're in bed. You know what I mean? Where it's like, no matter what situation, you always feel like you're better than I am just because I am a woman. Well, I am a woman that way. Almost like I am just a fetish to you. So I don't know. I think the messaging in this one is pretty strong and it's pretty clear, and I'm rocking with it. It's got a good energy, and I like the way that's being delivered.
They always tell me strip down or cover up, but I never ask, so you can shut up. You're taking shots, but it ain't getting me drunk. You say I'm a bloody mess, I'm a cycle that never ends. Oh yeah, how's that work? Can you mansplain it again? You call me a feast, but I'm over here starving. Shut your comments deep down my throat without warning. I never gave my express consent. Yes, equality's irrelevant. Just say I can control my emotions, but you can't handle rejection.
Oh, talk to him, girl. Talk to him. One of the things that absolutely had drove me crazy when there's been a few times in the history of at least the United States of America where we've had female candidates that have run for president. And I have heard some of the most ridiculous things about women. So, well, what happens when they, when they're like on their periods and they act out of emotion? Do I really want somebody to control the nukes that has a period? Are we being fucking serious right now, guys? Are we being fucking serious right now about that? That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. That's the type of shit that these ladies are talking about. The fact that, like, it's even a thought in our brains that we can't trust women because they're too emotional in their periods. I feel like they're telling us, guys. I feel like they're telling us every day. They're telling us in these songs. They're telling us in our relationships. They're telling us how they feel about everything. But we just choose not to listen.
I pull on my strings, you're playing with me, you're dancing with death. You try to pull on my strings like you control me. I know what you think. I'm a toy, I'm an object. I don't deserve any respect.
That's right. I'm a toy, I'm an object. She talked about the fact that, like, with the emotional thing, right? I'm too emotional, but you can't handle rejection. Boy. Can guys not handle it when they don't get what they want? Let's just be real. Let's be real, fellas. Let's be real. When you really want something and you don't have it, how much does it eat you alive? How much does it eat you alive? Because we are ingrained to believe that everything is ours for the taking. If we want it, go get it. You know what I mean? That's what we were taught. A lot of us were taught that to grow up and grab life by the fucking balls. You know what I mean? Like, and just fucking roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what we were raised to believe. And women were more or less societally raised to be more like, what is the proper word? To be like more subservient that way. That their problems weren't as big or as important as the guy's problems. Even in just traditional households. How many people it's the guy that works and the women that stay home, take care of the kids, whatever? How often is it vice versa? How often is the guy the one that stays home with the kids and raises the kids while the wife is working? What do people think about those people when they do that? Why isn't that normal? Why isn't that normalized? Why does the guy have to go to work? Why does the women have to raise the kids? Nobody has to do anything. But we societally tell ourselves and we fall into societal stereotypes that go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and repeat and repeat and repeat. They get a little bit better, and then we bring them back, and then we just go through history all over again. And again, that's why I feel like we talk about this a lot on the channel, but we're going backwards in time when it comes to women's rights. You know what I mean? We're taking rights away from them and giving them less options. Why aren't we giving them more? These are just questions that I have.
It's my fault, I guess I asked for it. In my place again, I'm under you even in bed. Pay me less 'cause I'm worthless. I'm no deeper than my flesh. And since you're here as elected, shh, are you listening? You can choke on your fetish. You say I'm playing hard to get, but you ain't hard to forget. You think we're more than just friends, but you're more of a regret. More of a regret. I'm a toy, I'm an object. I don't deserve any respect. It's my fault, I guess I asked for it. In my place again, I'm under you even in bed. Pay me less 'cause I'm worthless. I'm no deeper than my flesh. And since you're here as elected, you can choke on your fetish.
Yeah, I feel like there was a little bit of like there's like one little criticism that I didn't necessarily love in the song. Was that part, like, I didn't really like the part, like, are you listening? Like, I like the way that they ended it right there at the end. With, like, because you're hearing selective, you can choke on your fetish. The rest of the song, they had like a line in between that part, which I didn't necessarily think it was like the perfect placement for it. I didn't hate it, but I feel like it worked better the way that they ended it that way when those lines kind of come together. That's the only little criticism that I would say that I had for the song. I think overall it sounds great. I like the overall messaging behind it. 100%. Again, it got me talking about it. So I like to talk and think and listen to music that likes this, that is like this, because it provokes a lot of thought in conversation around topics that I think are important. I think that the messaging of this one was pretty blunt and pretty straightforward. Like, there's no like really having for you to have to think about like, what is it that they're trying to convey here. I feel like they're pretty direct in what they're trying to convey with the message that they were trying to deliver. So shout out to them for this. And I thought that like I said, the music video was cool. I like the fact that they add the little extra of just them in the background kind of acting it out for the visual of the lyric video, because again, like, you know, it's just a simple thing that you can do that just adds a little bit extra love and attention to the idea of the music video. I like it when artists particularly do that, because I think it just adds a little bit extra to a lyric video. It makes it cooler that way. So thank you, Adiva, for the shout out and the request on from your end. Again, shout out to Trill Shorts. You gotta check out another Freeze the Fall video, I think, for sure. I think it's his time too. I think it's time for him to check out another one. So shout out to him. Make sure you check him out and give him some love and support as well. That's all I've got for you guys on this one. Be kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.